Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is April 8th. We have an article for you entitled Corners or Curves, How to Pack Liquids.
好，我们的中文标题是为什么可乐瓶是圆的，牛奶瓶是方的。
Okay, I'll read through this article, and then, of course, we go back and reread it and discuss it and translate it. Usually, we enter a convenience store knowing what we want to purchase. The next time you have an extra minute, take the time to check out how the beverages on sale are packaged. That can be a daunting task, especially in a larger convenience store. The array and number of choices can feel endless if you haven't decided what to drink beforehand. For those with a discerning eye, however, it becomes clear that, in general, carbonated, also known as fizzy drinks, are found in round containers, while milk is stored in square or rectangular cartons. There is a simple explanation for this difference. The nature of a carbonated drink is that gas, usually carbon dioxide, is dissolved in the liquid. This gas creates the seemingly never-ending bubbles. Though gas doesn't weigh much, it does create pressure. A round container better equalizes the pressure created by the gas. Also, round, curvy containers are easier to hold compared to square or rectangular ones. This is very handy since we usually drink soda directly from its container. The reason we rarely see milk sold in similar plastic bottles comes down to the problem of hygiene. Milk spoils, unlike fizzy drinks. The relatively new Tetra Pak containers used to package milk are composed of paper, but inside, they are lined with plastic and aluminum, which help to protect their contents from spoilage. There, now you know why milk and soda are sold in different containers. But the question remains, what will you decide to drink?
Coffee.
That's a quick decision.
That's a no-brainer.
What can I say?
No-brainer 就是不需要花脑筋的哈，这个很简单的问题，根本想都不用想就可以回答的问题哈。That's a no-brainer.
So, but it's an interesting topic because the corners or curves is really a physics question. And it's an applied physics question because if you pick the wrong container for the drink you're going to sell, you might end up with a whole bunch of wasted product. So, our story starts by asking, or by telling us that usually we enter a convenience store knowing what we want to purchase. A convenience store, nowadays convenience stores are chains, like there's several well-known chains in Taiwan, and they fight with each other. But a version of a convenience store could also be called a corner store, or a grocery store, the old kind, not the big box or supermarket. A corner store, a grocery store, and in New York City, there's a special word for them. They're called bodegas. It's basically a tiny store that has everything you need that's just down the street from your house. Every neighborhood ideally has a corner store. If your neighborhood doesn't have a corner store, it ain't a real neighborhood.
好，所以这个 convenience store 我们通常现在就是要称为便利商店哈。那当然在台湾有几个很有名的便利商店的连锁哈，但是这个字呢就是 convenience store 也可以指哈，就是你在社区里面的一个以前的比较传统的那种杂货店哈 ，a corner store 也可以哈 ，corner 就是那个角落街角的一个店。好，所以在这里呢，当然在这里一般我们理解上还是觉得大概就是指我们的便利超商啊。所以通常我们进入一个便利商店呢，我们进去的时候是 knowing what we want to purchase， 我们是已经知道我们要买什么东西的啊。我想我们大概一般人去便利超商，大概都是已经知道要买什么才会进去哈，大概不太有人会去逛便利商店呀，大概都是知道要买什么就进去买。
The next time you have an extra minute, take the time to check out how the beverages on sale are packaged. Many people, and you don't have to wait for summer, many people go to convenience stores to buy something to drink, just because they're thirsty at the time, or they'll take it to work or to school. And that's a time, if you have it, to think about and then check out how the beverages, how the drinks for sale, how they are packaged.
好，所以呢，这个地方 the next time 下一次，好，你有一个 extra minute， 你有一些多余的时间，好，你有多1分钟，也就有多余的时间的话呢 ，take the time to do something， 就是花点时间做什么事情。啊，就文法上面来讲，这个 time 是特定的 ，take the time to， 因为这个 the time 就是指你的 extra time， 好，所以你把这个时间花在做什么上面呢？花点时间去干嘛呢？去 check out， 就是 look at， 去看一下。好，看什么呢？看 how the beverages 这些饮料哈 on sale 啊 on sale， 一般来讲我们分 on sale 跟 for sale 的差别是 for sale 是要卖的啊，就是出售中的，那 on sale 是有特价啊。但在这里呢，我们刚刚听到这个作者 Bruce 老师他刚刚讲 for sale， 所以在这里这个 on sale 跟 for sale 好 they're more or less the same right here.
Yeah. So you have to use context to figure out if it means 特价 or just being sold.Yeah，
所以呢，这个各位不要死背说on sale 一定是特价哈，因为其实你要从 context 来看，像这个 context 啊，你这个大概看出来，它应该只是卖而已，不一定是要这个特价在卖啊。好，所以呢，你要看这些在卖的出售中的这些饮料他们是 how are they 或者 how they are packaged。好 ，package 可以是个名词，但也可以当动词啊，就是包装的意思。你看看他们是怎么样把它包装起来的。
Now, that can be a daunting task. If something is daunting, it's very difficult to face, basically. You look at this task, and you feel tired. That's one sign that it's a daunting task.
Like doing homework.
Yeah.
Or preparing for a presentation that you know that you are no way prepared for.
Yeah, 哈，所以这个daunting 就是令人望而生畏的，很困难的啊。通常就是它会 make people afraid 或者是 less confident 啊，所以就是 very difficult。这个字我倒觉得这个是蛮好记的啊。这个 daunting 跟那个 don't 很像啊，就好像有一个don't even try 那种感觉。
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, don't even think about it 哈。所以呢，就让你觉得哇，好恐怖，好恐怖，这个大概做不完哈。所以你只要觉得望而生畏哈，令人望而生畏的，都可以用这一个字哈。所以那可能是一个令人望而生畏的一个工作哈，尤其是这个在一个比较大一点的 convenience store 哈。那这个 that 就指上一段所讲的哈，你要去 check out 看看这些 beverages 是如何的被 packaged。好，刚刚这个地方可以提醒各位一下 ，beverage 就是指饮料，它是可以数的，只要喝的东西都可以叫饮料哈。那通常when we talk about beverages, is it alcoholic? No, usually
no.
No, then you would say
Beverages.
alcoholic beverages.
Exactly.
好，所以英文里面讲到讲到 beverage 这个字的时候，通常是不含酒精的。好，如果是含酒精的饮料，那你要在前面加个形容词 alcoholic beverage。
The array and number of choices can feel endless. The array means the arrangement of row after row and cooler or refrigerator after refrigerator of so many different kinds, so many choices. It can feel endless. Gee, I didn't know what I wanted to drink, and now I'm even less sure of what I want to drink because there are so many choices. And that would happen if you didn't know what you wanted to buy before you entered the store.
Which is why you decide first and then go and face the onslaught of choices.
Yeah.
It's actually been scientifically proven that the more choices you have, the less able you are to make choices.
Doesn't surprise me a bit.
Anything over 6 choices is daunting.Yeah,
好，所以这个选择越多，你越难做决定哈。这个当然，我想很合理。他想应该都是这样，因为选择太多，你反而会很难做决定。好，那这个地方讲到说 the array 啊，它可以表示很大量的意思，一大群。但是在这里，你可以说它是整个排列出来，或者是我觉得这里中文有一个字非常适合这里 array 的意思，就是阵仗，好，排出来的阵仗，摆出来的那个大的那个阵仗。所以这么大的阵仗，还有怎么样 number， 还有那个数量 of choices， 所以你的选择，你可以选择的数量，还有那些选择排出来那个阵仗呢 ，can feel endless， 可以让你感觉到没有尽头 ，endless 就是没有尽头。好，如果你还没有决定 what to drink beforehand 就是 in advance， 你如果事先没有决定要喝什么的话，你进去一看，哇，那个阵仗哈，那个饮料整个大阵仗，还有你可以选择的那些数量，就是你有多少的选择，非常多的选择，就会让你觉得哇，这些一切好像都是没有尽头。
For those with a discerning eye, however, those who know what they want, it becomes clear that... Wait, let's talk about discerning first. What does discerning mean? It's not just having good judgment like reason. It's also being in touch with your emotions as to what is the holistically good choice. Discerning is using emotion and reason together to make a good choice. Mm-hmm. So if you have a discerning eye, it means you're very good at making judgments. And so if you have this discerning eye, it becomes clear that in general... Carbonated drinks are in round containers, and milk is in square or rectangular cartons. So carbonated drinks are fizzy drinks. We call them fizzy because the stuff that jumps off of the top of a carbonated drink is fizz, and it gets up your nose when you drink it. Fizzy. And so these are in round containers, and milk is not fizzy, or if it is, do not drink it. It's stored in square.
Yeah, 好，所以这个句子呢，他说for those with 对于那些 for those people with 就是对于那些有a discerning eye 的人来讲呢那这个a discerning eye 各位看到这个 eye 在这里它不是用复数所以它不是指真正的眼睛所以这个 eye 在这里指的是一个抽象的用法，就是你的眼光那你具有那种 discerning 眼光的人，那什么叫 discerning 呢？它就是基本上 discern 就是 detect or distinguish 就你能够看出那个差别你能够用你的 reason 去想能够观察入微，这个可以翻译成为敏锐的意思，或者你可以说这个 people with a discerning eye 就是他眼睛很敏锐，或者他能够观察入微，或者是他能看出门道的这样的这个观察力。所以对于那些善于观察的人来讲呢it becomes clear that 很快你就会发现有一个很明显的事情，什么事情呢？ In general 一般来说 carbonated 就是含碳酸的，加了碳酸的，然后呢它后面用一个 dash 一双 dash 告诉你这个所谓的含碳酸的，加了碳酸的也被称为是 fizzy fizzy 放在 quotation marks 里面因为 fizzy 这个字原来的意思是发泡的，会冒泡泡的但是这个地方就是它重点就是各位碳酸饮料，尤其你打开来新鲜的时候，它里面一直冒泡一直冒泡一直冒泡所以那个 fizz 这个字呢它本来它可以是一种，它指的是 a hissing or bubbling sound 一个会这种声音或者是那个冒泡泡的那个声音所以这个字加个 y 就是会发泡的，会冒泡泡的就是碳酸饮料的特色。所以这样的 carbonated drinks 这种有碳酸的饮料呢 are found 你看到他们的时候，找到他们的时候呢，你会发现 in 就是他们的包装的样子，他们是在怎么样的包装形式呢？是 in round containers 是圆的包装的这个容器container 就是容器，圆的容器。While 同时呢，对比之下 milk 牛奶 is stored 牛奶被储存在什么样的容器里面呢？在 square 方形的或者是 rectangular 就是矩形的cartons 就是纸盒你会发现这两种东西它的这个包装是不太一样的。
There's an easy, non-complicated explanation for this difference that my esteemed colleagues will now explain to you.
Well played, sir.
Yeah.There's a simple explanation for something 这个也可以背起来这个就是这件事情呢其实有一个很简单的解释。
And that explanation is that the nature of a carbonated drink, what is a carbonated drink? It's a gas that's usually carbon dioxide, therefore carbonated. You've aided something, it means you've done something to something with the thing. So I have aided the drink with carbon. So basically, carbon dioxide is dissolved in the liquid. They basically force the gas to go into the liquid, and it just looks like regular liquid until you take the pressure off, and then all the gas comes out, which is what makes the drink fun. The whole point is to make the drink fun, to create the fizz.
所以呢，这个地方讲到说的本质这个一个碳酸饮料的本质是什么呢？就是 that gas 就是气体。通常是二氧化碳carbon dioxide 就是二氧化碳 is dissolved 被溶解in the liquid 被溶解在那个液体里面那所以这个刚刚 Angela 讲的这个碳酸饮料好玩的地方就是你在打开之前呢它看起来像液体，可是一打开之后因为压力改变了，那个碳酸或者是它的这个气泡就会冒出来大家觉得这个很有趣这样子。
This gas, carbon dioxide, creates the seemingly never-ending bubbles. Well, actually, if you leave it open for 2 days or so, there won't be any more bubbles, but for the moment you're drinking it, it seems like it will always be fizzy.
But the lack of bubbles is called going flat. If you leave it open, if you leave the container open, the soda will go flat.
好，所以呢，这个没有泡泡的啊，这打开很久啊，可能放1-2天之后，也许不用到1-2天，可能放几个小时就没泡泡了。这时候英文是说啊，这个饮料已经这个 go flat 啊 ，F-L-A-T。
Even if you don't leave the container open, over time it will still go flat. As everyone, in America they sell 2-liter bottles of soda. And you know that by the end of the week,
yeah,
it's gone flat.
Yeah, 所以其实你不用打开来哈，这个因为这个通常这种包装它不可能真的那么的密封哈，所以那个气还是会跑掉的。所以你买了一个汽水回家，你可能放一阵子没有喝，可能它也会 go flat 啊 ，F-L-A-T。所以这个地方讲到说，这个气体呢被溶解进去的气体，它会 create， 它会产生啊，这个 seemingly 就看起来好像是 never ending， 就是永无止境的 having no foreseeable end 啊 the bubbles， 所以就是因为那些气体，所以它产生的看起来好像是这个一直在冒不尽的这样的一些 bubbles， 那个小气泡。
Though gas doesn't weigh much, it does create pressure. And you're thinking, wait, gas weighs anything? It's true. Gas still weighs something, even though of all of the materials around us, it's the lightest one. But it still weighs something. But the thing that gas is most famous for doing is creating pressure.
好，所以虽然气体 doesn't weigh much 就是不重啊，所以那 doesn't weigh much 这个也可以学起来，这很常讲的哈，一起讲哈，这它不是很重，但是呢 it does 这个 does 是强调它还是会 create pressure， 它的确是会产生压力的。
A round container better equalizes the pressure created by the gas. Angela mentioned at the beginning of the program that there was a bit of physics to this lesson today, and here we go. Gas pushes out equally in all directions, and if it's pushing against something that is round, that equalizes the pressure. If you have corners, the pressure will be unequal at the corner compared to the side.
Well, another way to say it is if you put a gassy liquid into a square container, you will have a round container afterwards.
If you have enough gas
You'll have
pressure,
a round
yes.
container with little corners.
Yeah, 好，所以呢，这个刚刚讲到这个，如果说是圆的啊，这讲 a round container 一个圆的容器呢，它比较可以 better， 比较可以 equalizes 就是平均或者平衡啊 the pressure 把这个压力，因为气体压力啊，这个如果是圆的话呢，那每一个点受到的压力都差不多啊，所以它可以 equalizes the pressure。那这个 pressure 是 created by the gas， 是由气体所产生的压力。那刚才老师说，你如果把这个气体够强的气体放在一个够弱的那个方形的 container 呢，这个气体会把这个方形的 container 把它变成圆的哈，所以基本上就是，如果是个方形的 container， 那里面的这个气压就会不平均啊，那就会产生一些结果。
It's just saying that a square container is much more likely to break, and that's why we use round containers to put soda.
简单的说啊，就是如果是方的容器里面如果装的有气体的液体的话，它比较容易破掉啊，所以我们要用圆的。
Also, our author claims that round, curvy containers are easier to hold compared to square or rectangular ones. And with this, I disagree. But this could also be a decades-long argument. So we'll just leave it there. Why are round things easier to hold than square things? I don't know. I just think if it's hand-sized, it's easy to hold.
That's right, and the hand can make a circle or...
Your hand can also make a square.
No.
It can make a flat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to join you.
Are cell phones round? I just want to ask you that.
好，所以呢
How would I know?
That's true. You don't own one.
所以这个地方呢，这个我们作者就是 Bruce 老师呢，他说啊，这个 round 圆的 curvy 就是弧形的有曲线的那个 containers 容器呢 are easier to hold， 他觉得比较好握住。 compared to 和什么相比比较容易握住呢？和 square 方形的，还有呢这个 rectangular 矩形的 ones 在这里指的 containers。好，那这个圆的比较好握啊。不过 Angela 老师说他觉得方的也蛮好握的。我想这个大概是跟那个大小有关系的哈。
I think it's the size more than anything.
Yeah， 其实大概如果那个如果是方的它很小，这个细细的话应该也不难握，但如果是方的是比较宽比较粗大，那就不好握了。
In support of my case, have you ever tried to pick up a 2-liter bottle of soda from the side rather than grabbing it at the top?
No.
Liar.
I don't buy 2
In your entire life, you have never ever tried to, at say a family picnic, pick up a 2-liter bottle of soda gracefully and pour from it? Because I submit to you that is one of the difficult tasks known to mankind.
Sorry, but I'm used to being served.
Now we're getting to the heart of things.
Yeah. 所以是刚刚这个
She's right.
所以 Angela 老师说呢，就问 Bruce 老师说，那你说圆的比较好握，那种2公升装的那种这个汽水瓶啊，那种保特瓶，你会觉得你用一只手可以握得很好吗？啊，那这个Bruce 老师说，他其实他没有喝过那种，或者是他喝的话都是别人倒给他喝的啊。OK， 好，所以呢，这个我想没有标准答案了哈，这大概跟这大小很有关系呀。
This is very handy since we usually drink soda directly from its container.
Unless it's a 2-liter bottle. Although, that hasn't stopped my brothers.
By the way, quickly, handy means convenient.
好，所以呢，这非常的方便。好，那为什么呢？因为我们通常 drink 我们喝这个汽水呢是 directly from its container， 通常我们是直接从容器里面对着嘴喝啊，当然尤其男生大概都是这样子。
Now, the reason we rarely see milk sold in similar plastic bottles comes down to the problem of hygiene. Yes, I agree, but it also comes down to the question of basically square containers are more space efficient than round ones, and if you don't need to worry about fizziness, square containers are the way to go.
OK， 所以呢 the reason 什么的理由呢？我们 rarely 就是很少 not often seldom 我们很少看到牛奶是装在什么里面来卖呢see milk sold 是被卖掉 in 装在什么东西里面 in similar 类似的 plastic bottles 就是类似的牛奶很少看到那种类似的圆的那种容器，当然也有，但是比较少那这个原因呢 comes down to 就是可以归结为归因于讲到最后最重要是什么呢？是 the problem of hygiene 是跟卫生有关系的这样的一个问题，所以这是一个原因那当然另外一个就是储存上面，其实方形的容器呢，它这个储存对于面积的利用比较有效率。
And the hygiene problem is that milk spoils, it goes bad, unlike fizzy drinks.
Which are good for hundreds of years.
If you don't open it, that's right.
所以呢，这里讲到牛奶会 spoils 会变质会坏掉这个跟有这个含碳酸的饮料不一样当然含碳酸饮料最后也是会坏了。
Now, the relatively new Tetra Pak containers, those square containers that all sorts of drinks come in now, they are used to package milk, and they are composed of paper. Their paper is part of the contents of the package, but they are also lined with plastic and aluminum. If something is lined with something, there's an inner surface of that material. And this plastic and aluminum help to protect their contents from spoilage.
好，然后呢，我们看到 relatively new 就是相对比较新的这种利乐包Tetra Pak containers 这样的一种包装呢，用来这个包装牛奶的这种利乐包呢 are composed of 它是由什么组成呢？由纸做成的，但是 inside 在内部呢 they are lined with 就他们有一个衬里用什么来当衬里呢？有 plastic 有塑胶还有铝当衬里。那这些东西呢 which help to 可以帮忙 protect 保护他们的 contents 内容物记得 contents 有 s 的保护他们内容物 from spoilage 让他们免于这个腐坏spoilage 是名词所以就保护它的内容物不会腐坏。
There, now you know why milk and soda are sold in different containers.
好，这个 there 就是好了，你看通常是感觉这事情做完了还蛮得意的你看 OK 就这样子啦。好了，你看现在呢，你知道为什么牛奶跟汽水是用不同的 containers 不同的容器来包装了。
But the question remains, what will you decide to drink?
好的 question remains 就是这个问题还在，问题还没解决，就是你决定要喝什么呢？这个问题还没解决。
Okay, now we have some questions for you. Number one of which is, according to the passage, which of the following is true regarding carbonated drinks?
根据本文，好，以下哪项关于碳酸饮料的叙述是正确的？
The answer is B. They are processed with the addition of a gas.
答案是 B， 他们以添加气体来加工。
Number 2, what role does aluminum play in the packaging of milk?
铝在牛奶包装中扮演什么样的角色？
The answer is D. It keeps the beverage from going bad.
好，答案是 D， 它防止饮品变质。
And number 3, if the following sentence were to be included in the passage, in which paragraph should it be placed? The sentence is, in rectangular drink containers, pressure is distributed less evenly due to the square design.
好，如果以下的句子要包含在本文当中，它应该放在哪一段呢？那这个句子是说，在矩形饮料的容器当中，由于它的方形设计，所以压力分布比较不均匀。
The answer is C in paragraph 3, where we were talking about the pressure on the packaging.
好，答案是 C 第三段，因为在这段里面我们谈到这个压力跟包装之间的跟容器之间的关系。
Well, that's it for today's lesson, but you can join us anytime right here on Ivy English. Till the next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.